All right, today is Thursday, July 9th. I am here with Valerie. We are discussing the student perception of self-paced, technology-based learning in summer school. Hi, Valerie.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. What grade and subject did you make up during summer school?
World History 10th grade and Language 9th grade.
Okay. And what previous technology have you used in your classes before?
iPads and Chromebooks.
In all your classes or most of them, some of them?
All of them.
All of them? Okay. And have you ever taken a class completely online before?
No.
No. Okay. So when you found out that your class was going to be totally online, what did you think it was going to be like?
Exactly how it was now.
Okay. What kind of things did you expect?
A quiet room where you're just on the computer on your own.
Mm-hmm. What was it like for you?
It was good. You were able to get help from students and teachers, which was helpful.
Okay. Why do you think it's helpful to have a teacher?
To help you monitor the device and make it easier for you.
Okay. And do you think that having a teacher in the classroom versus learning online is important?
Yes.
Why?
Because you don't know when the person online will respond to your questions.
Right, very true. Okay. Do you think there's any negative aspects of a classroom with a teacher versus learning online?
No.
Not really?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So let's talk about the technology. How comfortable are you with technology in general?
Good.
Pretty good. And how comfortable were you with your online course as far as, figuring out the technological aspects?
Somewhat, because I had technical difficulties sometimes.
Tell me about your technical difficulties.
Like, I didn't know how to do assignments,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know how to submit them.
Mm-hmm. And how did you get through that?
I went to the counselor, and they called tech support.
Called tech support. Okay. So do you feel like you learned more or less in your online class than you did in your regular class last year?
More, because since they know that you're online, they're more
Susceptible? Suspicious?
No,
What are you trying to say?
specific.
Oh, specific.
Yeah, with
Okay.
the subject.
Okay, so what you're saying is the online class was more focused
Yeah.
on a specific subject. Okay. And do you feel like you struggled more or less with that than you did with your regular classes?
Less, because I had the internet, so I could Google some things that I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Is that something you do in your normal classes?
No.
Why do you think not?
Because you have to wait for the teacher to answer all the questions and to get through for everybody.
Okay. Right, so you mentioned having to wait for other people, right? And for the teacher to get everybody on the same page before you move on. What other ways is learning online different than learning in a classroom with a teacher?
The noise and more being able to focus.
In the classroom or online?
I'll say both, because online you have music, so you're more focused and you're not talking to your friends, but you also get distracted.
Mm-hmm. So did that happen to you? Did you get distracted while you were working?
Yes.
How did you get yourself back to work?
My friend would have to tell me to do my work.
Okay, fair. So speaking of friends, how did you feel about not really interacting with other students the way you did, like in a regular classroom?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, how did you feel not being able or not having the opportunity to work with other people the way you do in your classroom when everybody's doing the same thing?
It made me feel more mature and like older, like you had to focus on yourself.
Right. That's good. That's really good. Independent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what about your teacher online? Did you contact that teacher?
Yes, for retakes and to let them know that I was having trouble submitting my work.
Mm-hmm. And did you feel like you got good feedback from them?
Yeah, but they just replied late to my emails.
And how did that affect your work or your grades or anything?
Well, I just continued doing my work. It's just that I didn't know my exact grade at the time because I was set back.
Okay. And how did that impact the work that you were continuing to do? Like wondering what your grade was?
Yes, because I wanted to get higher to make sure that I was passing.
To make sure you're passing, yeah. Okay, so what other issues did you have with the online curriculum? Anything?
No, not really.
Not really? Okay. What did you enjoy about learning online?
I enjoyed that you have more resources to help you.
Hmm. What about the actual content that you were learning? Did you think it was interesting or engaging or anything like that?
No, because it was stuff that I already know.
Oh, okay. All right. Was there anything you did not like about it?
I didn't like the fact that you had to do it in a specific order
Hmm.
and you weren't able to do it your own way.
Okay. Did you struggle with any of the content?
Yes, when I had to do my essays,
Hmm. How'd you get through it?
I had to, well, when I submitted it, I did bad on them, so I had to retake them and just email my teacher to see what I did wrong, and they'll give me feedback on it.
And did they?
Yes.
Was it like good feedback? Was it helpful?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did you fail any of your assignments?
Yes.
Why do you think you failed?
I think because I got irritated and I just didn't want to try anymore.
Hmm. Why do you think that happened?
Because I had to do it the way the teacher wanted me to do it, and since the teacher wasn't there, I didn't really have a good concept of that.
Okay. Do you think it would have been different if the teacher was there in person?
Yeah.
What would you have done differently?
Ask more questions.
Hmm. And what about your friends? Did you ask any of your friends to help you with that, or
Yeah.
you did? And
Yeah.
was that helpful?
Kind of.
Okay. So last question, just overall, how do you feel about summer school? Do you feel like it helped you prepare to be more successful next year, and how?
I feel like it was because, I was in school during summer, but other people probably weren't.
Hmm.
And I was able to get my grades up, and now I'm more prepared to go on.
Hmm. You think you'll be back in summer school?
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to do my work while other people are having fun. I just rather get the work done now, and I'll worry about it later.
Right, for sure. So what changes do you think you need to make this year to make that happen?
Stay more focused in class and stop being distracted.
Perfect. Is there anything you want to say? No? You're awesome.